Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. Today I have come on to, basically what I'm trying to do here is remind you of all the bundle or some of the bundles that we have available on the Stampin' Up. Because during June, this is 2024. If you're watching this in future, I'm sorry you might have missed out. But right now we have a great offer on, and it's if you buy a bundle. Now a bundle is a die bundle, a pack of dies and a stamp set that go together. So this is Wonderful Thoughts I've got out here today. Now when you, in the catalogue, if they are already a bundle, I've just realised that these probably aren't a bundle now because they're carried over from last year. So anyway, I would remind you that there are bundles. You need to look at the offer, but there are a whole lot of bundles that are an extra 10% off just now. And it just dawned on me that actually I might not have read it all properly, but I'm not going to waste time. I'll just go ahead and film this card, which is made with the Wonderful Thoughts bundle. So I discovered that I hadn't actually used this stamp set or die set. Look, I haven't inked it. I have now used the die set because I have done some die cutting in advance. But look at this beautiful die set. So it's got this beautiful floral image, which is standalone die. And then you've got all these dies that cut out the sentiments to make it easy for you. And then you've got a couple of strip ones that are quite handy to use in other things. So yeah, so it's just a fabulous wee set, and I thought that when I saw it in the catalogue, and I can use that. And I'm embarrassed to say I didn't actually use it last year, so let's get using it now. So again, it's June in my garden in Scotland. I am really enjoying, although the weather is trying to destroy them, my poppies. They're just so striking, and it's bright red poppies and some white poppies I have in my garden. So I thought I would do something that kind of just reflected, it's not exactly the same, but reflected it. So I also have out the exposed brick embossing folder because I am going to use this layer of black on my card, and I've just to take the boringness of just flat black card, because it's my background, I've put it through this folder. I've got a card base, this time a tent fold base. I always seem to do the other one, so I just thought for a change, cut it that way. And basically that is going to be my background. I've got a white layer for inside, and I've got a pile of white die cuts. I've got some bits of gold that were lying on my desk from a project that I filmed yesterday, ready for the 1st of July for the Stamp Around UK video hop, and these bits were left on my desk. So I've just put them at the side of me. They may or may not feature in this card, but we don't want them going in the bin. So I've also got one of our butterflies from our pack of paper butterfly accents. I may or may not use this, but it was in my head when I was thinking I don't need all these die cuts, but I was just looking at something like, so I've just cut these in white, but I may cut them in other colours yet. It was just to give me an idea of composition. I was just playing. So I'm going to pop the card base and the liner out of the way just now. So I was looking at, see this, it's the high contrast. I absolutely love high contrast. So my poppies are quite high and some are quite low. So I kind of thought maybe 3 of these. I'll pop these to the side. I cut out 6. So that will go with it. And then down here, just a congratulations sentiment. So just cut them out just to give me an idea for size. I will stamp the sentiment and cut it out later. And then I've got the butterfly. So I'm going to colour some and not some. Some will get cut, bits of this will get coloured and some won't. So I forgot to bring down my blends that I wanted to use. So I've used Real Red as my background because that to me is my poppy colour. So what I need to do now is find my Real Red blends. Real Red. And black just in case I need to accent. And I will bring in a bit of green, should it be needed for any foliage. Right, but I'm keeping it to quite a tight palette. I'll see my phone's moved slightly. Let's just see if it'll stay like that. Right. So I'm not going to colour all of these simply because a lot of my poppies are white. So I think I'll just take one of them, maybe this one, because the red ones do tend to be the taller ones. And let's just add some. Right, now in the centre of the poppies is that points. These are very old. These, oh no, maybe I should have checked that before I started. So I've managed to split that, but I've broken it, being too rough. But look, that's okay. I might just put some, what do you call it, gaffer tape around here just to hold that and seal it so that the pen doesn't dry out. I'll need to have a wee play with that later. That's me though, so I'm just colouring up. I'm just putting some dark. This is getting colour on, this is not a colouring class, even though I have been going to colouring class with JazzleDazzleCrafts. If you want to learn about colouring, there's a good place to go. I don't know if the light will work over if it's too light, but we'll have a look. So I need to put on my list. I do need some more Real Red. To be honest, it's a colour I don't use a lot during the year, but it's just appropriate for now. With our alcohol markers, it will get darker if you add more layers. Now, I don't know if I'm going to see, there's these wee bits here. I'm going to treat them as if they're foliage. No, that bit's not. That bit's a bit of a petal of that poppy. Let's just put a wee bit of green here. I mean, this image is obviously not meant to be poppies. I'm just using it that way. Just adding a bit of greenery because in the garden there's other plants and there's all the foliage of the poppies in amongst them. I only have a very small piece of garden and I've kind of treated it like a little cottage garden, and I've got far too many plants in it and they're all fighting for survival, but that's okay with me. My husband's always saying, you've got too much in there. But if you like something a certain way, you just do it your way. That's what gardening's about. So we'll just add foliage here, but I think this will be the only one that I colour in image. I'll leave the other two white, I'm thinking, just to indicate or will I do that? I don't know. We'll see what I think when I've finished this. Yeah, this bullet tip is quite dry. So I think this end on this dark one is it's there, but it's, yeah, it's broken. But I have had the real red since the blends very first came out, so there is no shame to that. See, that one would be darker because I think that petal's underneath here, but I'm just adding colour here. So do remember that to check out the information about the bundle sale and get an extra 10% off. The other thing to remind you of is the cut and emboss machine, the mini in white or the boho blue, and the larger one. They all have 10% off through June. So if you do want to have one of those machines, or like me, yours is needing replaced because it's ancient. Mine, because I have used it so much, the big one is getting a bit wobbly. So I don't know if it would be good to get an extra one now for classes. I haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking about it because, you know, another 10% off the price is useful. And then I'm just going to go over that with the lighter real red a few times, just to, I'll just go over the dark clear that I did as well, and it sort of blends the colour together. You just have to leave it for a wee while. I actually quite like the dark just on the white. I thought that's quite interesting as well. As I say, they are not really poppies, but they remind me of my poppies, if you get my drift. I just need to, there's too many white bits showing there. I just need to go over it again. That's why I did some die cutting early, because I thought I'll probably end up faffing about so long with the colouring that it'll take. Right, so I can see more. See, you don't see until you lay it on the black, and then you see the bits you missed. And because the middle part of a poppy is usually black, that, with it being on a black background, that's enough, isn't it? I think I do need to add the foliage on these. I'm just using dark granny apple green here, and I'm just going to put the lids on these, even though they're probably dead. I won't put these, the real red ones, away. I'm going to leave them here on my desk to remind me that I need to order new ones. So let's just, as I say, we'll leave these white, but I might just add wink of Stella on the white flowers. So I'm trying to get a bit of recording done, because I am going to be away on a Putler's retreat, which is one of the benefits of being being a Stampin' Up demonstrator. You get the chance to go and craft with other demonstrators that are maybe within teams that you're in. So I am part of Sam Hammond, known as Putler. I'm part of the Putler's team. I'm not direct to Sam if you're a demonstrator and you understand how that all works, but I am within her team, so I get to go on the retreat. And I'm very excited to meet up with a lot of friends. Yeah, that works, doesn't it? Just putting the green in it makes the white poppies, well, my idea of the white poppies more prominent. Oh look, I'm picking up red from my paper, oh well. I think I need to take that to, so it obviously hasn't properly evaporated, or the alcohol within this is reactivating it. That's going to be a long video, but that's okay. Well, it's okay as long as my camera is still filming, because yesterday I did do a video and my phone stopped filming. I have remembered to make sure it's got power, so it should be alright, and it's looking like it's okay now. I'm just definitely recording, yeah. How when you have one fail, it makes you neurotic. Well, it makes me neurotic, maybe not you. Quite like that. That works very well, doesn't it? Now, I'm not quite sure how we're going to colour up this wee butterfly. I do have basic black, and I'm just oh no, I don't want to, maybe not do that with the very darkest one. Maybe I'm just doing its body, but I'll do it with the light basic black, which sometimes just looks like a bit of grey. I don't know, I'm just adding some blotches on him. This is an imaginary butterfly. I bring the light real red out. It's more like a ladybird than a butterfly. We could call this a ladybird butterfly. I just want to stay within the colour palette that I've already chosen. I probably could have left some white on it, but excuse my funny wee noises I make when I drop things. I get a bit dramatic, I think. Right, and so that would go probably up the top corner. Okay, so then I would have, so I don't know if I would want that as white. I don't think so. We'll stamp the congratulations and then see how that's going to go. I hope you're not in a hurry. I seem to be taking a while. Oh, that's not. Let me get a scrap off. That's too big for a scrap. I've got a box full of scraps here. I should have had one out. Right. So I'm just going to use congratulations here. This is ridiculous that I haven't. I mean, there's some beautiful sentiments in there. Hello, thanks, hi friend. You're wonderful, you're loved, you matter. That's nice. You've come so far and accomplished so much. Thinking of you, unfortunately, we need to use that a lot. Congratulations is great because it can go with anything. So, yay. So happy you're my person. My heart will always be tied to you. I listen to your silence when words are just too much. That's very deep, isn't it? This is only the beginning of a life filled with love. So that could be a wedding card. Could you give congratulations? And then this is only the beginning of a life filled with love. So there's lots of nice sentiments in there, but I'm just keeping it simple here, and I'm going to use the congratulations stamp here. So because it's photopolymer, put it down on your pad and pick it up carefully. And of course I don't have any. Look out, have I got? There we go. Just stamp it in Memento Black. And then we'll attempt to die cut it. That's not good stamping, Janice. I think it's because this is new and I haven't... that's looking better. Sometimes there's a kind of a residue on... yeah, that one's better. If I clean that, and it will probably work really well. In fact, I could demonstrate that to you. Actually just rubbing it off on the paper, and then if I ink this up, I think that's also an old black ink pad. It's not the one that I've been using recently. That's much better though. What do you think? So be aware with photopolymer stamps, when you first take them out of the pack, they don't always hold the ink as well. Right, so where did I put the dies, guys? Okay, here we are. And the one to go around congratulations is this one. So you could actually stamp all these sentiments out and then die cut them all, and then when you're doing cards you've got that. It's easy, isn't it? Then right, I don't know why I'm about to bother of putting that, closing it so carefully, because I need to put this away when I'm done. Right, I am going to use washi tape to hold this in place, because if that moves it'll just be a waste of time. I'll just reach whatever washi tape I've got. I was supposed to be tidying today, and then I got distracted and thought, do you know, with this bundle sale it would be good to do some filming and remind everybody about the bundle sale while we're still in June, because we all like a bargain, we all like a discount. So right, I've got my mini machine as a reminder. This, you can have temp. Look, I had washi tape lying up there too. Look, everywhere. Let's just tidy that off. Okay. And I keep telling you, I need to buy I need new plates for this. But I use this over and over again. This gets way more use than probably yours will, because I'm always cutting for classes and I use these in classes. My ladies use them as well, so they get a lot of use. And I want to just get a little bit of real red, because I think I just think, but I'm not sure, that I might want to just put a bit of background of red in it, but then again, I might want to bring in some gold. So let's see, I did have a scrap of gold lying about. They're never there when you want them, are they, your scraps? But I might use this, or I might use a bit of the gold. I don't really know at the moment. Once I start sticking it down, I'll see. Wow, that's got, it's quite nice because it's got some definition on it. Right, I'm just going to put all this out of the way just now. Let's put these dies at least in the box so we don't in the bag so we don't lose them. Take this one off here. Come on. See, that's cool. It's a lot neater than fussy cutting, but it gives a good. Yeah, that's cool. Right. Right, that to the side. I don't need that now. Put the stamps away. Where did I put? Yeah, that one's there to get cleaned. Don't need that anymore. I think the other thing, I just had a wee thought that just to show the texture on here a bit better was just to swipe it with my white pad. But of course I didn't. I only thought of it just now. Let's hope I don't spoil it. So I just opened my crafting white, which hasn't been re-inked for a wee while, so hopefully it just want to swipe it over just to just add a wee bit of texture on this wall. Right, and that will dry back a wee bit, it won't stay bright white as that ink dries. Right, so let's just glue this onto the card base and then build up the card from there. In fact, I'm not really going to, well, I might decorate that, I don't know. Let's just concentrate on the front. Janice, stop making big decisions. So I did leave a bigger border than usual here, simply just to bring up, because I did think would I want a white, to bring the white in, yet I haven't decided yet. Actually, I like it with the white there, so that's what I'm going to do. I don't know which glue is going to work. Oh, just as I tried to knock the ink down, I got a wee blob fell on my arm. Never a dull moment here at my craft desk, is there? Right, let's see if we can get that to stick to the white layer. And I use wet glue because it gives me that bit of wiggle room to get it straight. This was supposed to be a simple card, but it's, well, it is simple, or easy. It's just got lots of bits to it, but I quite like a layered card. And it's nice just to take the time to just play and just make decisions as you go. And I don't know why I haven't had this stamp set out before now, it's a disgrace. So I'll need to use it a lot more to justify buying it for a start. At least it's in the annual catalogue and it's going to be around now until at least like next May. So, right, so thoughts. I was thinking that that sat on there quite well. And then I might just bring in the teensiest, weeniest bit of gold, yeah. Excuse me. I'm just going to bring in a bit of gold here. No, I'm not getting trimmers out. Just, I've got this strip here and it just adds a little bit of je ne sais quoi. Je ne sais quoi. Right, I'll just get just a little bit of glue on here. Well, actually, do you know what? You start putting glue on gold, it's not the best. I actually think if I know where they were, a glue dot would be the thing. Here we go. Because I'm going to be putting that over the top anyway. So let's see if we can just, where is it? Pokey tool. And what you can do is just roll your glue dot if you've got something very thin. Wet glue on gold foil can get a bit messy. I've lost, oh no, it's on my finger. Well, that one rolled automatically itself there. And that's probably enough to hold this on because we are going to put the sentiment over the sort of near it anyway. Come on. We just put it there to give us an indication of where. It might be worth putting this on first because then I can, if I'm careful how I do that, I can have, we'll see. Right, I can glue this bit. Well done to you if you're still with me. But you know, if you're getting bored with me blethering and faffing, you can always do fast forward just to see this come together. I won't be offended. So if I start the first one about there, right, so we'll just put a couple of dots of glue on. I don't want it glued too hard. I liked it just, where did I say that was going to go? Out there, so yeah, if that one starts about there, just hold it a minute till it catches. And then we'll have that one up there. Actually thinking that one could go a wee bit. It's all falling apart, but it won't. Just hold on. We'll just give it a minute. Because that's on a textured background now. So where am I going? We need to leave room for the butterfly. Or do we might not even need it, will we? Does it add anything here? I don't know if it does. Actually thinking of not having the butterfly. And that's okay. It's too much. Yeah, we don't, that's just going to be too fussy. Right, let's get some dimensionals. We'll pop, I think we'll use some black ones because we've got such a dark background here. I'm just going to snip this a wee bit because I just want it. You just wanted a wee teeny bit of the gold. Right, I'm just going to move this sheet because I feel like I've got too much colour here for me to really, you know what, I'm going to pull them out again. I think I'll probably put them on every card I ever make, but I'm just going to bring out my brass butterflies, I think, again. Or, whoops. Where are they? I had them yesterday, they can't be that far away. Have I not tidied them away? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, here they are. I did tidy them away. Oh, here's some. I think I've got, should have got another set with big ones. There's just wee ones left on there. Right, yay. Here we go. Although they're brass and I've used gold foil, it works. Right. Maybe have it there. And a wee one, just there. There we go, enough. Enough is enough. Well, it's been a long haul, but I've enjoyed myself, I've relaxed, and hopefully you like this. Thank you very much. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much.